building. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to NXT. Byron Saxton and William Regal calling the action. And tonight, for the first time since capturing the NXT Championship, Seth Rollins will be in action one-on-one against Ring Victor.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Mount Sinai, New York, weighing 195 pounds, Trent Barreta.
You know, you get the feeling this is going to be a special night, and what a special night it is for this man, Trent Barreta, making his return to the WWE after being on the injured shelf for 6 months with a torn tricep injury.
You know, he told me that his arm had been injured, and I said I didn't even know you'd gone, and he got quite mad at that. I said I hadn't missed you one little bit.
His opponent, from Westbrook, Maine, weighing 244 pounds, Johnny Curtis.
Well, Johnny Curtis is intriguing, to say the least. Lives by the mantra of, let's get weird.
Definitely different, isn't he? He's always got bags of sweets with him as well. What's all that about? Offering me toffees all the time.
I have no idea.
Anyway, back to Trent Barreta. So I said, I'm sorry, I didn't even realize you'd gone. And you know what he did? He actually pushed me against the wall. I was quite taken back. He said, that's the problem. Nobody realizes I've not been here. He said, it's time for me to make my mark. And I said, good for you, lad, good for you. I hope he does. He's a very talented young man.
Well, that's certainly Trent Barreta's goal here tonight, to turn heads and create a rebirth, if you will, here in the WWE.
Certainly looks in incredible condition, so he's obviously healed up.
Of course, the first thing we're going to look for to see if there's any ring rust.
Yes, don't take anything away from Johnny Curtis. Obviously, he's very strange and weird and everything else we say about him, but he's also very, very intelligent. And do you not think for a second that he doesn't know that Trent Barreta's been away with an injured right tricep? He's going to get any opportunity he can, and he's going to hurt that. I would, you would. Well, and about you, I would.
I know you would.
Well, yes, but I mean, he's got a devious streak, Johnny Curtis.
Johnny Curtis immediately trying to attack Trent Barreta, who responds emphatically. Curtis, full speed. Tackle onto Barreta, who very agile. Hasn't missed a beat thus far. And
Very agile, Johnny Curtis.
Yeah, a little waste of time by Johnny Curtis, and it cost him.
Didn't do him a lot of good, that cartwheel, but I wished I could do one of them.
Oh, we all do. Oh! Trent Barreta knows he has a lot to prove.
So we saw the same kind of thing last week on NXT with Tyson Kidd and Michael McGillicuddy. You have to help me out. You know I'm stuttering again, don't you?
You're doing good.
I can't help it.
Oh, watch Trent
Anyway.
Barreta. Hold on.
And we saw what happened there.
Oh!
When you have one man that's bigger and stronger, the other man has to, the smaller man has to use all his skill. The problem with it, Michael McGillicuddy, along with Johnny Curtis, they're big men that are very agile. So how do you accomplish that? Well, you want to try and take any opening you can.
Well, you see this right now, high
There we
risk
go.
gone wrong
There we go.
by Trent Barreta, and now Johnny Curtis. We talked about his in-ring acumen going after that left arm of Trent Barreta.
Ooh. See that? Extending the arm there. Anything like that is going to put pressure on the tricep. And look the way Johnny Curtis has applied this top wrist lock in. He's pushing, you can't see from here, but he's actually pushing the tricep forward, which causes a lot more stress on the deltoid and the tricep muscle. And he's going to put Trent Barreta in a very awkward, to say the least, position.
Well, this is going to be a real test for Trent Barreta to see if he truly is 100% in this matchup, as Johnny Curtis on the attack.
Beautiful single arm takedown there. Using as in a fireman's carry kind of
Hook
way.
of the leg here by Curtis.
Gotta wonder exactly, 6 months is a long time to be out with an injury. And it doesn't matter how much training you're doing, how much conditioning, it was still an operated on arm. A surgery was taking place. So do we really know if it's 100%?
But Johnny Curtis well intent on finding that out here. This is a very dangerous position, folks, for both these men. No matter what the outcome, as Trent Barreta fighting for his life.
One thing about, I remember about Trent Barreta, he never gives up.
Ooh!
very credible man.
Covered by Barreta, that might be it. No.
He's a young man that's been training to be a professional wrestler since he was 15 and has learned every skill that he can. And it does, you see him all the time picking the brains of the older veterans, finding out different tricks, different styles.
Take a look at this again. Trent Barreta, high risk, almost effective enough to capture the victory, but this match continues. Both men back and forth. We want to remind you folks, so much to come in this hour of NXT. Highly contested Divas action, but Paige takes on Alicia Fox, plus the rivalry between the Ascension and the Usos continue, as this time around it's Jimmy Uso who goes one-on-one with Connor O'Brien. It's a loaded hour here tonight on NXT.
One of my favorites, Cassius Ohno's, he's having a sparring session out here later.
Oh.
Can you imagine what he's going to do to some poor swine?
Watch Trent Barreta, high fist, he connects, but that arm has got to be radiating in pain as Barreta rolls over for the cover.
Did you notice there that usually he would have put the other arm onto the shoulder to help that pin, but he hadn't got the ability there. That's why Johnny Curtis was able to kick out. It's not stopping him though, is it, Trent Barreta? There's no look of worry in his eyes. He's just focused to try. Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, dear me.
Barreta was so focused. Oh, Curtis here, this might be it. This might be it.
He keeps fighting. That's all you can ask of anybody. Trent Barreta keeps fighting.
Johnny Curtis again trying to put away Trent Barreta, who Barreta was so focused on not only coming back, but writing a brand new chapter on his career here in the WWE.
I've seen hundreds of superstars be seriously injured and come back time and time again. Only a few of them make it, back to where they started.
Curtis is gonna fly!
Ooh. But Trent Barreta's determined to take his career to greater heights than it ever was.
This is the opening that Trent Barreta needs.
Ooh.
Full speed, wow! Knee, running knee to the jaw. He connected, yes!
Here is your winner, Trent Barreta.
Well, we don't know what kind of condition that injured arm is in, but Trent Barreta is back, and he made his return highly successful.
Here we see Johnny Curtis making the mistake of, well, he didn't make a mistake, just Trent Barreta was good enough to move out of the way. And watch this running knee. A running knee, an high impact like that is very effective. I wonder where he got that from.
How quickly, so quickly, Trent Barreta was able to capitalize. You can't imagine the emotions running through the veins of Trent Barreta right now, having made a successful return to the ring.
I'm very glad for him. I hope this is a new phase and a greater phase for Trent Barreta. He deserves it. Good for him.
Still to come in action, England's own and perhaps one of your favorite divas, William Regal, Paige in action, one-on-one against Alicia Fox.
Lovely.
And of course, our main event, the era of Rollins, is in full effect for the first time since capturing the NXT Championship. Seth Rollins goes one-on-one with Rick Victor in our main event.
If you're being bullied, you're not alone.
Believe it or not, we've all been through it.
I had a lot of negative nicknames.
I was always made fun of for my fat back.
For having Tourette's.
My clothes.
It was chubby, he was fat.
My ear.
They often called me Logs because my legs are rather large.
They would call me Monkey Boy.
Repeatedly call me Dumbo, Dumbo, Dumbo.
Not fun.
If you're being bullied, tell someone.
Tell someone.
Don't be ashamed.
Believe in yourself.
Stand tall.
Stand strong. Stand proud.
Be brave.
Be brave.
Be brave.
Because a bully is nothing more than a coward.
Don't be a bully.
Be a star.
Show tolerance and respect.
Visit beastaralliance.org and take the Be a Star pledge today.
Well, you are listening to Champions by Kevin Rudolph, featuring Limp Bizkit, Birdman, and Lil Wayne. It's the official Night of Champions theme, and it's available right now on iTunes.
scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, Alicia Fox.
Well, how about this? Former Divas champion Alicia Fox making her first appearance here on the new NXT.
You don't mind if I don't speak a lot for the next few minutes, do you? And just ogle?
It's perfectly understandable.
Okay.
Ogle away.
Goodness gracious me.
Well, she does look very beautiful.
I've got a new one, you know, for tonight. She's half French and half English. Just got one hairy armpit.
Oh,
she looks like she's got Diana Ross in a headlock.
Her opponent from Norwich, England, Paige.
Well, the mysterious diva.
The enchanting raven-haired lady.
I was going to
Thank
say,
you. Yeah, you were going to steal my line.
Open it up for you.
Yes. Isn't she lovely?
Oh, she's lovely unless you get on her bad side.
Well, that makes her even lovelier to me. Ooh, Helen Boots.
Is it true, William Regal, that you dated Klondike Kate?
Yes, I did, yes. Yes, and Klondike Kate was actually one of Paige's trainers, yes. We nearly got married. We nearly got married once, me and Mel Klondike.
I can only imagine how that would have changed the history books. But nonetheless, here, Paige will go one-on-one with Alicia Fox, which I was really looking forward to this matchup when we heard we'd be seeing it this week on NXT.
Alicia Fox is also a very well-skilled competitor. She's always someone, look, just takedowns like that, double arm takedown, wonderful. She does some incredibly skillful moves that you wouldn't expect her, and please don't take this the wrong way, but you wouldn't expect somebody of such beauty and such poise to be able to pull off some of the really intricate technical skills that she has.
Well, that's just part of the multi-talented nature of all our divas.
She truly has, Alicia Fox has the greatest bridge I've ever seen from any wrestler.
Well, we know Paige has built quite a bit of momentum here on NXT, and the last thing, what spinning combination by Paige. The last thing she wants to do is lose that momentum here against Alicia Fox.
Well, it's very easy to build momentum when you have incredible talent.
Backslide. Several pinfall attempts here by Paige, trying to put Alicia Fox away early.
I keep getting a lot of grief from people who watch NXT.
Again, shoulders down.
They keep saying, is there anybody that Regal hasn't known since they were born or knows their parents? But it's true. You know, I knew Paige from when she was born. I know her parents.
Did you know Churchill?
Sorry?
Churchill.
No, I didn't know that.
Just check that.
He's silly.
It looks like Paige has gotten into the head.
Now,
of Alicia Fox. Yeah, Paige will bring it right back to you.
I just love it when I see two young ladies having physicality and just battering each other.
Oh, watch out. Took the world backbreaker by Alicia Fox. Hook of the leg.
Just look the way Paige there. Little things that I see, then you can tell somebody's been around wrestling their whole life. Just the way that she moved the hip a certain way it made that kick out a lot easier for her.
Yeah, don't let the beauty or perkiness of Alicia Fox fool you. When need be, she will bring the fight to you. Shoulders down. I just want to remind you, still to come, that huge main event between Seth Rollins and Rick Victor, and this really got personal in a hurry, William Regal.
He certainly did, yes. Rick Victor wanted to make, you know, an impact. He slapped, and I mean, really slapped Seth Rollins in the face.
Whoa, watch out.
Now, a slap in the face, it's one of those things, it throws most people off guard. It's just so insulting and so humiliating to be slapped by another man in the face. You sort of lose track of it. I know, because people do it and people say, why don't you hit them back? You don't hit them back because you're so enraged. And Rick Victor obviously made his exit. Tonight we're going to see something very special. We're going to see Seth Rollins, not only the champion here of NXT, but we're going to see an incredibly enraged champion.
Oh!
And Rick Victor's going to have, he's a skilled competitor, but he's going to have his work cut out for him.
See Alicia Fox continuing to attack the head and neck area of Paige. Oh, which Paige landed on after that Northern Light suplex. And Alicia admiring the work that she has done.
Alicia's got an attitude. Sometimes it's not always good, but it's effective, because as long as you can get into the mind of your opponent and physically wear them down, then it works.
Paige, I know she had to have had added motivation in this matchup with the opportunity to defeat a former WWE Divas champion, but things,
Ooh, right into the chin.
I was gonna say not going her way, but Paige is still trying to turn things around here. Nice agility. Ooh. Now Paige. Paige feeling it.
Paige's striking ability is second to none. She really knows how to whack those elbows in the side of the jaw.
Harsh kick to Alicia Fox, who's now entering La La Land to a pit. Oh, roll up, roll up. Countered by Paige, and what's this? Uh-oh, this is dangerous. This is, oh! Face first goes Alicia Fox. That standing inside cradle. Oh, and that's it.
Here is your winner, Paige.
Wow. Some incredible competition for Paige this week, and Paige thrived under great stress and great competition. That shows you what kind of a competitor Paige is, because Alicia Fox is top-notch.
Yeah, Alicia Fox was extremely impressive, and even Alicia Fox thought she had this match well in control, but all it took was that inside cradle standing face first goes Alicia Fox, and that was enough to propel Paige to victory. Well, folks, you never know what you're going to see on NXT, and this is the case in point. Cassius Ohno has created his very own sparring session. What this session will entail, we'll find out tonight. But first, it's an extremely physical conflict that has nearly reached its boiling point between the Usos and the Ascension, as tonight, Jimmy Uso will go one-on-one with Connor O'Brien.
And now, the Raw Rebound is brought to you by WWEshop.com, the official WWE merchandise superstore.
Unbelievable!
Ladies and gentlemen, both competitors' shoulders were on the mat for a count of 3. This match is a draw. Therefore, still your WWE Champion, CM Punk.
Mr. Patton, last night, you made the right decision, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
But there's more evidence. There was a fan that took footage last night. Now one more needs to be seen.
Your and CM Punk's definition of respect is a lot different than my own. Respect is earned by beating anyone on any given night, so you can stand in this ring and say, best in the world! Chad, you made the right call, but I want to find out who the winner's going to be.
There's our general manager of Monday Night Raw, AJ Lee.
Maybe you deserve second chances. So tonight, I'm going to take the 2 main events from last night and combine them.
This is our main event, made by Raw General Manager AJ Lee. CM Punk, the WWE Champion, teaming with Alberto Del Rio against the World Champion Sheamus and John Cena. Our General Manager AJ Lee said the winner of this matchup could go a long way in determining if a return match for a title will happen. Both men need to make a tag, Del Rio and Sheamus.
John Cena Punk gets the tag.
Cena unloading. Punk trying to counter, you can't see me. STF, right in the middle of the ring. And Alberto Del Rio breaking it off. Bro kick.
And then Punk takes down Sheamus.
Cena, Punk, legal man. Attitude adjustment. Under the leg, shoulders down. John Cena has pinned the WWE Champion.
Here's a real referee. Here's a real referee. And you're nobody. You're nobody but a bad referee.
My foot, the champion's foot, was on the ropes. First her, now the referees. There's no respect.
I've been telling you this for 6 years.
My foot was on the ropes. My foot was on the ropes!
Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Jimmy Uso from San Francisco, California, weighing 251 pounds, Jimmy Uso.
Yeah, the Usos have been riding high since last week when Jey Uso was able to earn a victory over Kenneth Cameron of the Ascension and therefore bragging rights, if you will, for their team. But tonight, it's now Jimmy Uso's turn and Jimmy Uso's opportunity to make it 2-0 for the Usos.
Last week between Jey Uso and Kenneth Cameron, it could have gone either way. Tonight we're going to find out exactly what both partners can do.
Opponent being accompanied to the ring by Kenneth Cameron, weighing 260 pounds, Connor O'Brien.
Well, the most talked about tag team in the history of NXT. And when you see Connor O'Brien and Kenneth Cameron, the Ascension, you see the same expression, the same stoic movement. But you have to wonder, have the Usos somehow penetrated the mindset of these two men?
They're a pair of scary buggers, I can tell you that. WWE officials are incredibly enamored with both of these teams, and I know that both of these teams understand that, and that's why they're trying to prove themselves. They want to be the first team here on NXT that moves up to either Raw or SmackDown.
Our Commissioner Dusty Rhodes signed the matchup last week, Jey Uso and Kenneth Cameron. He has returned the favor this week between Jimmy Uso and Connor O'Brien. Talk about getting into the head of Ascension quite possibly. You also have to feel perhaps added pressure for Jimmy Uso now to match his brother's performance. Jimmy Uso, hard hitting right off the bat onto Connor O'Brien.
The Ascension come from a place that neither you or I should ever visit. Well, I could probably have a dabble there a little bit.
Well, how about you tell me about it when you go?
I don't think I can class very well. No, they're definitely...
Harsh headbutt, great athleticism displayed by Jimmy Uso.
Definitely a demonic side to them.
Oh! Out goes Connor O'Brien. So Jimmy Uso with momentum here in the early going. Oh, gosh. Face first goes Jimmy Uso, and how quickly that momentum changes.
The Ascension are like ravished dogs just surrounding a prey. They're like jackals just eating away at the prey. I honestly don't understand why Jey isn't doing something to help here. I would be.
Well, it is a singles matchup, and
well, sometimes fair play isn't what you need.
Connor O'Brien pounding away. The domineering enforcer of Ascension is pounding away on Jimmy Uso. Ooh. Hook of the leg here. We talk about it all the time. What motivates Ascension? What motivates Connor O'Brien or Kenneth Cameron? What we can tell you is that there is no doubt that Conor O'Brien will do whatever possible to capture a victory here.
I think I hit on it a little before. Both of these teams know that the WWE officials are completely enamored with them. They want to be the first team that leaves NXT and makes it to the WWE. And that's what's driving them on. Both of the teams. Obviously, the Usos have had somewhat success in the WWE, but not enough, and they want to be considered a far more of a threat by making themselves the tag team in NXT.
Again.
By making themselves the tag team in NXT, they know they have a greater shot to be big stars in the WWE.
We've seen a unique strategy employed by Conor O'Brien, William Regal, specifically, you know, with the headlock, perhaps to disorient Jimmy Uso a little bit.
Well, we've seen Conor O'Brien with takeover after takeover and keep working back to that headlock. It's a way of grounding, and a very successful way of grounding Jimmy Uso. I mean, that's the only thing I can say.
Well, Jimmy Uso grounded no longer. Trying to turn things around. A Samoan drop. And now it's Conor O'Brien in a compromising position. Jimmy Uso trying to establish his team. Going for the high risk. Watch Kenneth Cameron. And there's Jay. There's Jay. Stabilizing Kenneth Cameron. Cameron's back up again. My gosh. You said it, William Regal, like rabid dogs.
That was the difference maker there. Hopefully, Kenneth Cameron can take full advantage of this.
Watch Conor. Watch Conor.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Conor O'Brien. There we go.
Oh, that might have been the knockout blow. Oh, that's it.
Here is your winner, Conor O'Brien.
Well, Conor O'Brien, granted with the assistance of his Ascension teammate, Kenneth Cameron, able to capture the victory and even the score. And
we've got two very dangerous, unpredictable men circling their prey. Who knows what's going to happen now, but I'm sure the Ascension, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Just mauling Jey Uso 2-on-1. Kenneth Cameron and Conor O'Brien trying to dismantle Jey Uso.
The Ascension want to put an exclamation mark, a full stop on this episode with the Usos, but I don't think this is going to stop the Usos. They're going to come back. Obviously tonight's not their night.
What purpose does it serve after the match to go after Jey Uso?
Like I've just said, to make a point.
Oh, watch out now.
It's just to show their dominance, to show them, the Usos, and anybody else in NXT what they are in for if they face the Ascension.
Now, Conor O'Brien won the match, but clearly felt the need alongside Kenneth Cameron to send a highly physical message to the Usos. Well, folks, we are inching closer to our highly anticipated main event. The first time since capturing the NXT Championship, Seth Rollins will go one-on-one with Rick Victor. But next, we understand Cassius Ohno has arranged a sparring session.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest at this time, Bo Dallas. Bo, this is an exciting time, obviously, in NXT. We just crowned a new champion in Seth Rollins. How hungry is a superstar like you for that kind of title?
Man, I can't explain. Please stop this. Stop now. Somebody put the microphone up on my mouth and interview a real WWE superstar. Nobody cares who you are. Nobody cares what you think. Take a little hike, kid. I don't know if you people noticed, but last week I beat Tyson.
Somebody. I said, let him go. Come on. Let him go. That's it. Anybody. Hey, come on. Get in him. Let's go. Back up. Let's go. Back up.
an NXT sparring session. Please welcome at this time, from Dayton, Ohio, weighing 225 pounds, Cassius Ohno.
Well, you never know what you're going to see here on NXT, and this is certainly a first, William Regal, a sparring session presented by Cassius Ohno.
Cassius Ohno wants to prove a point. He wants to show the world what he's capable of. We saw here on NXT, Cassius Ohno attacked Richie Steamboat, just left him after a match, left him laying. And Ricky Steamboat, the legendary Ricky Steamboat, had to come to Richie's aid. And I'm sure, I don't know, do you think Richie was happy with his father helping him out? I don't know.
I know Richie Steamboat is recovering well, but Cassius Ohno now has turned his attention to Oliver Gray as part of the, again, first ever Cassius Ohno sparring session.
Cassius Ohno is an incredibly well-traveled man.
Now what?
Oh,
well, I mean, it looks like a regular wrestling match to me. What's the difference between that and a sparring session?
You have to ask him, won't you? I don't know. All I've seen is Cassius Ohno giving this fella a bloody good hiding. That's what he's there for.
Oh, this fella is fighting back.
Right. Let me tell you about Cassius Ohno. Cassius Ohno has been to 16 countries all around the world and has learned the skills and styles of every one of those countries. He was trained by the great Misawa in Japan. He went to England and was trained by Johnny Saint. Well,
look at this submission.
Beautiful cravat applied there. Even came to me for a short while.
Oh, look at the twerk on the head, and that's it for Oliver Gray.
That's all it needs. If you know how to apply certain submission holds, the torque and the pressure is enough to finish anybody off.
Well,
they're not played by the hour, you know.
I guess that concludes the sparring session for Cassius Ohno.
Let's see what this wonderful man has to say.
Well, that was a lot easier than I had anticipated. So clearly this guy just wasn't ready. So out of the goodness of my heart, I'm gonna give this man another shot. Referee, is he all right? Is he all right? Let's have another go. Ring the bell.
Oh, isn't that nice from Cassius Ohno? He's going to give.
See, this is the part of the sparring session. It's like when you know. Not again! Not again! Back to that one arm. Trap the one arm with that beautifully applied a cravat there onto the cheekbone that has just been smashed with that elbow.
Oliver Gray is suffering here at the hands of Cassius Ohno, and hold on, it's Richie Steamboat. Richie Steamboat had enough of this sparring session of Cassius Ohno.
Discretion is always the better part of valor, Byron. I mean, Cassius Ohno he showed what he has, and he doesn't need to prove any more.
Well, Richie Steamboat certainly hasn't forgotten what Cassius Ohno did to him several weeks ago, and something tells me one day real soon, Steamboat is going to get his hands on Mr. Ohno. Well, folks, a main event time has arrived. Seth Rollins is learning quickly that when you become champion, you also become the hunted. How will Seth respond to the challenge? We'll find out next when the NXT champion goes one-on-one with Rick Victor.
Alles gaan verander. Everything you know is about to change. I can't wait to meet all my new friends. I have so much to share with them. This is going to be special. Da-da.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 217 pounds, Rick Victor.
Rick Victor is a deeply fierce, well-conditioned athlete who has flown under the radar here on NXT, but man, how about the option that he chose to go about earning himself a shot here against the NXT champion?
Well, I'm afraid Rick Victor hasn't flown under my radar. I know exactly how good Rick Victor is. Anybody with any brains or analyzes anything will know all about Rick Victor and how incredibly skillful and how very talented that he is.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing 209 pounds, he is the new NXT champion, Seth Rollins!
I want to say that Seth Rollins has been riding high on cloud 9 since becoming the first ever NXT champion would be a drastic understatement. What a moment, what a main event, and of course proud to join us here at the announce desk, Hall of Famer, good old JR, Jim Ross.
It's great to see you guys again this week, and certainly Seth Rollins has gone from being the hunter to the hunted. And it's always interesting, the dichotomy of an athlete, to see how they react when they win a championship. Some men change, some men get better, some crumble under the pressure. We're going to find out tonight just how Rollins competes against a man who is very, very hungry.
Very hungry and very capable of beating Seth Rollins if he has the slightest opportunity, and that's Rick Victor. Somebody who was the last actual graduate of the Heart Dungeon in Calgary, and still to this day never stops getting better, is incredibly well conditioned, has picked up skills all over the world, another man who's competed all over the world. Very dangerous foe.
Rick Victor certainly got the attention of Seth Rollins last week. Victor was somewhat rude to Commissioner Dusty Rhodes. And then, of course, we saw Victor slap Rollins in the face. But Victor has facilitated what he wanted, an opportunity against the champion.
Well, he doesn't seem to be in such a great hurry to engage in that opportunity.
Strategy, game plan. One thing about Seth Rollins that sometimes he has trouble controlling are his emotions. He's a very emotional, has a short fuse, likes to combat, likes to fight, and Victor knows that. Victor's a very intelligent guy. I think Victor might be a little bit weird, quite frankly, to be honest with you, but I know that he's highly skilled. You can't come out of the Heart Dungeon and not be a little bit torqued, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, that's part of the training there, is to make you or break you, and Rick Victor made it through. But there's no doubt that he suffered for it.
Well, the mind games, like him or not, played by Rick Victor in the early going, working to his advantage thus far here against the champion.
Victor keeping things very, very simple here. And, you know, you don't have to be the class valedictorian to figure out that if Rick Victor wins this non-title match against the NXT champion, Seth Rollins, that Victor will be right in line for that championship opportunity. Even us old Okies can figure that out. Rollins is combative by nature. He is an Iowan by culture, and so I think wrestling in general grows with the folks that live in Iowa, great wrestling state in the United States, as far as the amateurs are concerned.
I love the attitude that Seth Rollins has had. I mean, he knows he's going to have guys knocking on his door left and right, trying to take away his NXT championship. And his response has been, hey, you want some? Bring it on.
Rollins finally was freed from the headlock, and Victor.
Oh, watch Rollins.
Oh, what a shot!
gosh.
Rollins went for a high risk, and Victor it was like Victor lured Rollins to the outside. Victor got the shot right on the temple of the champion.
Beautiful chief suplex there by Rick Victor. Just watch the way that, it is like...
Covered by Victor.
It's like watching a master craftsman at work when you watch Rick Victor. I was watching him before.
Look at what's Victor doing. Victor biting himself? What's the deal?
Can Rick Victor earn himself a shot at the NXT Championship? We'll find out when this main event match continues. Welcome back to NXT. This is our main event. The NXT champion Seth Rollins in action for the first time since capturing his championship against Rick Victor, who has maintained full control throughout our break.
Can somebody explain to me why Rick Victor was biting himself before we went to break? I have no idea. Have you seen that before?
I've never seen that before.
I mentioned earlier, William, I think this guy's a little strange, is Rick Victor. He's obviously very talented, or he wouldn't be on NXT. He's obviously in amazing physical condition, and he has played some mind games, it would seem, speaking of Victor, against Seth Rollins in this matchup that are exemplary.
Perhaps it's some way of geeing yourself up a little by causing yourself... Anyway, as I was saying before the break, watching Rick Victor is like watching a master craftsman. The little intricacies of the way he applies holds. Every hold is applied with the most force and the most pressure to the most painful parts of the body. The way he's working on these headlocks and cravat type maneuvers and chanceries, always with the bone in the cheekbone, his wrist bone in the cheekbone.
Certainly a good game plan or a blueprint for a lot of guys that are going to be challenging Seth Rollins for the NXT title. Victor has wrestled a very smart match. And what another shot. God. This could be the knockout. This could be it here, the cover.
No.
And Rollins barely able to kick out of desperation as Rick Victor is wrestling the match of his NXT lifetime against the #1 man in NXT, Seth Rollins.
I think you were talking about it a little there, Jim. It really is the blueprint for everybody here in NXT, because this is the first time we've seen Seth Rollins compete since he became the champion.
Look at now, Victor's biting himself again. I don't understand that. Why is that going on? But the bottom line is that I haven't seen Rollins on the defensive as much as he's been in this match since he's been in NXT.
So everybody in NXT is getting to see how really the weekend and the pressure that Seth Rollins has been under, how it's affecting his in-ring game.
But Rollins won't quit. We know that.
We know that.
Rollins loves to fight. We know that. He just got to maintain his control, steer the course here. Easier said than done for me sitting here talking about it.
I'll tell you what, whatever motivates Rick Victor, this maniacal-like concentration that perhaps drives Rick Victor has been working firmly to his advantage, despite the fact that Rollins, as we said, will not quit, will not stop fighting.
And Rollins standing face-to-face, toe-to-toe with Rick Victor, taking everything that Victor had. And now Rollins, that slap, the insulting slap that we saw last week. And that has once again infuriated the NXT champion.
Seth Rollins is a proud champion who will not stand to be disrespected.
Thunderous right hands, 3 knockdowns by Rollins. What a head kick. What a head kick.
Such incredible, precise striking ability.
Look at that.
The eyes of Seth Rollins tells a very bizarre, combative story. The first ever NXT champion leaving his feet with another strike. Straight away to the face. Rollins is now in control.
This is what Seth Rollins is all about. He feeds off the energy of the moment. He thrives on pressure.
Has Rollins weathered the storm?
Blackout!
I think we just got our answer. The blackout. And Rick Victor is no longer on the blacklist.
Here is your winner, Seth Rollins.
Well, we knew it would be a test. We knew it would be a challenge. But the NXT champion, Seth Rollins, has passed with flying colors.
And we also found out that Rick Victor is a man to be reckoned with, a strange man to be reckoned with. As you take another look, the blackout. Rick Victor's name are now omitted from the blacklist from the red hot NXT champion Seth Rollins.
The era of NXT's Seth Rollins and the era of championship life for Seth Rollins is alive and well.